Hi, I am Jannah and my partner is Diana. We are working on heavy metal in rice. These are the contents of our slides. We are going to cover step 1 and step 2 for hazard plan. M and C is our logo because the company's name is Mixed Chine Sendirian Berhad. Syarikat Mixed Chine company profile. So the story begins in January 13, 2007, where the founder, who previously worked as a small-scale rice retailer, he expanded his business into bigger scale. So now he has retired and the business is taken over by his 2 daughters. Mixed Chine, you might wonder, is a mixed combination of 2 words, mixed and Chinese. He married a Chinese and he is a Malay himself, so he named Mixed Chinese, Mixed Chine, after his 2 daughters from a mixed parentage. Yeah. So Mixed Chine is a farm product raw material merchant. They sell rice. The vision and mission of the Mixed Chine is to lead in the food industries on rice and produce distribution of high-end rice. So the product of Mixed Chine, they produce white, brown, basmati and fragrant rice. The contact details can be seen from here, and the headquarters address as well. Continue to the partners of Mixed Chine, board of directors, their beliefs and their achievements. But what I want to highlight here is the current goal of Mixed Chine, which is to obtain the HACCP certification.
Okay, so this is our organizational chart of our Syarikat Mixed Chine. So we have said about the managing director, Zainal Ismail. This is the overall organizational chart that is managing the whole company. But we are going to focus more on this part, which is the plant manager, under plant manager, under quality safety manager, because they are more involving themselves more in hazard plan. So moving on is our trigger article. Does your rice have arsenic, lead and other heavy metals? So moving on is our filler table. The filler table have the facts, idea, learning issue and plans. The first fact that we can find from this trigger article is rice products are contaminated with arsenic, heavy metal, and the contamination comes from the soil that contain arsenic. So where does the arsenic come from? When the farmers using a lot of pesticide and fertilizer, the arsenic is accumulated in the soil and thus resulting in the rice, the grain containing the heavy metal. Next is the rice grown in southern state contains higher arsenic level. This is because the land, the soil used for the plantation of rice before were used actually as a cotton plantation where they treated heavily with arsenic pesticide. That is why the soil contamination is higher in the southern state.
Alright, moving on to the next fact. Absorption of arsenic is 10 times higher in rice rather than other grains because rice grows in water-saturated soil, unlike other grains. Rice are flooded in water, right? So what can we do about the pesticides and fertilizers used? If, let's say, they contain arsenic, what can we do? Right, so I want to go to the next fact before I go to the action plan. FDA classified arsenic as group 1 contaminants, which are carcinogenic, because inorganic arsenic seems to be causing lung, skin and bladder cancer, as well as other diseases. The learning issue we can get from this is to eliminate all arsenic contaminants from food, especially in staple food such as rice. So the action plan is to make sure that all the pesticides and fertilizers that we use for rice to exclude all arsenic ingredient. And where can we trace back all this arsenic came from? So the fertilizers that are used sometimes came from poultry waste, and the poultry comes from what the poultry eats, and it is found that the animal feed contains arsenic to prevent disease and promote growth for the animals. So we should monitor bag or the animal feeds, where if it contains arsenic, then we should not use it for the fertilizers for rice production. Next, the last one is brown rice have higher arsenic level than white rice, as well as organic rice is not excluded. It's not special. They can be contaminated too with arsenic. So the idea is, because the arsenic accumulates in grains, outer layer, which only have in brown rice, that's why it have higher arsenic content. The learning issues basically goes back to the root problem. We need to eliminate the arsenic content in fertilizers and pesticides, not about brown rice, because brown rice is not guilty. They are the victim. The action plan goes back to the first and the third point. It's the same. Moving on to the step 1 hazard plan. Management commitment consists of policy, as stated here, and the objective, as stated here as well. So the rice testing and quality control, we want to do this, target these things, and it will be done once every 6 months by hazard team leader. Customer complaint, we do not want more than one case of major complaint, and this will be done yearly, also by the hazard team leader. Next is the scope of product, where we have go through this now. These are the products, and the production site address is different as the headquarters, and this is the material and production line as stated here. So lastly, responsibilities of hazard team, 3 things: managing training and educating workers, developing a hazard plan, and lastly, assembling a hazard team.
Next is step 2, assembling hazard team. As we all know, hazard team plays an important role in managing the hazard plan, right? So in this case, production manager Wisjaya Munshi from our Syarikat Mixed Chan is going to be the leader of the hazard team as a coordinator, because she is qualified as having a great leadership, communication and management skill, knowledge about hazard process in detail. So the roles of her as a coordinator of hazard team is to select hazard team, chair hazard meeting, manage hazard process. She'll be the one in charge of every hazard plan. Next is the quality safety manager, which is Nabila Masdo, which she will assist the team with food safety and quality product, because she is a position of quality safety manager. She has the high knowledge on food safety, procedure and great management skill. Next is our finance manager, Govind Singh, because he will be advising the team on maintaining the budget, as he has the great problem solving and finance management skills when it's involved with budget, money stuff. Next is Ravi Diwakar, which is our hygiene inspector. He will be advising the team on hygienic design and layout throughout the hazard plan throughout. So he must have a high understanding of hygiene procedure and prevention of contamination. Next is our packaging manager, Osman Zakaria. He is in the team to advise the product description, which is intended to require a longer shelf life, because he is the packaging manager who has the knowledge on the product's process and design in detail. Next, as a food technology, Jannah Ismail Kamil. She will be assisting the team with food science and technology matter, as she has a good comprehension on knowledge involved with food science and technology. Same goes to Diana Kurshaid. They are both food technologists. So next is Chris Wang. He is in the team as an engineer, where he will be advising the team on normal capabilities of equipment and on maintaining issue, which is involving the plant, the equipments in the factory throughout in working the hazard plan. Next is an outside consultant, Pushpinder Kaur, which will play roles to advise the team on matter outside of the competence. This position is normally hired. We hired outside person as a consultant who has a high knowledge in potential biological, chemical or physical hazard associated the product and the process throughout the hazard plan, because we need an outsider to to manage to see whether which part is right and wrong, and have the knowledge, who has the knowledge in this field. Thank you.